Hello from Terminal B at Newark Liberty International Airport. Today we are flying to Dublin, Ireland via Newark on Aer Lingus. We've never flown Aer Lingus before. We are flying in economy, and of course we've also never been to Ireland before, so it's going to be a very exciting day. Now in this video I'm going to show you what it's like flying Aer Lingus, what to expect. Should you book those tickets with them? Should you look for someone else? Now this flight is on an Airbus A330. Also never flown an A330 before, so lots of firsts today. If you're new here, my name is of course Lincoln Riddle, and this is a travel YouTube channel. I post anything from travel vlogs to room tours of unique hotels, and it's my hope that with these videos I help fellow travelers make the right choices for them when they're looking to travel somewhere. So if that's something you're into, consider subscribing and joining the Lincolnator Nation today. Anyways, Aer Lingus is the flag-carrying airline for Ireland. Although it's not the largest, that would be Ryanair. For this flight, the plane boarded back to front, which is something I'm not really used to. As for the price, we paid right around $600 per person round trip. It could have been cheaper, but we booked these flights just a few weeks out. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can see these rows are laid out in a 242 configuration. Our seats are in row 24. I enjoy the overall styling with the green seats. US carriers tend to love to use gray or blues for their seat colors, and frankly it gets old and bland to me after a while, so this is a nice change of pace. We have made it on board this Airbus A330-300. See, we are still waiting to push back from the gate. So they do give you a pillow, and they also give you a blanket, which is good because this is a late night flight. And you'll also get a pair of headphones. I'll try these out later. Not expecting much though. And yes, they ended up having terrible audio quality, but hey, at least you're offered something. Now, as far as legroom goes, it's honestly not that bad. I'm about 5'8". You're looking at decent space. I have my camera bag down there, but overall, I'm fairly comfortable, even with the tray table down. You know, I'm a bigger guy, so this is important. I call this the tray table test, and it's not right up on me. As soon as I drop it down, it's still got some space, so I can, you know, move it around how I like, which is good. So overall, I'm going to say the space isn't too bad. The seat is not too bad. Now, one interesting thing about the seat is you have this little coat hanger doohickey here. So I am currently wearing a jacket, so I might have to put that there. All right, now a little bit more about the seat. You do, of course, get an in-flight entertainment system. The movie TV selections overall pretty good. There's some new releases in here, some popular stuff. There's, of course, TV. There's Friends. There we go. I love Friends. One of my favorite shows. There is even a couple music options. So yeah, and there's even a couple games if you like playing games. I, for one, am not a big user of the in-flight entertainment system. I usually keep this on map, to be honest. Now, these seats do come equipped with an electric outlet, and it does work with US plugs. There's also a USB port in the armrests. Also, the seat's headrest can move up and down. I never got a restroom shot, so here's Holly waiting for it to be open. The restroom in the center of the aircraft was frankly huge. You could literally fit like 2 to 3 people in there. Seriously. Boris, what's going on, Holly?
So there's a bathroom like 3 rows behind us, but it's closed. It's out of order. Yeah, they have like 8 bathrooms on the plane, but it's still really annoying because it's the closest one to us, and it just means longer lines.
Now, one major complaint I do have about this seat is that the recline seems very, very aggressive. At least it did on this flight. I'm personally not a fan of reclining, so I don't really exercise that option, but the people in front of us, well, they were all the way back. And to add to that, the armrest on these seats only goes up halfway, making getting out from the window seat a real pain, and then you know what?
As they came around to give us drinks for the first and basically only time, they advised us to get whatever we wanted, as this would be the only drink service before we ate. Turns out it was the only real drink service aside from water and coffee the entire flight.
Holly's got some Jameson, that was €6, and then she's got some seltzer water. You know, she's getting in the habit, not the habit, she's getting in the mood for Ireland. Just a shot, $6 for that shot. She's gonna combine those to make a little bit of a concoction. How is your Jameson?
Excellent.
So we're about an hour into the flight, and that's when they did our first drink service. I too got Jameson and a Coke. I'm a sucker for whiskey and Coke, always good. And they also gave us some sour cream and chive, pretzels. Now, along with drink service, they did give us these little cards. Includes the information for the Wi-Fi. Now, the Wi-Fi will unfortunately cost money, and you can see the amount of time you get. I mean, 270 megabytes is not very much, especially for a 6-hour flight. That's like basic web surfing. So I'm going to pass on this for this flight, but nonetheless, I did want to show you that. But this card, which, like I said, they gave this to us during drink service, also contains kind of the layout for when we'll be getting dinner and our breakfast snack, etc. So we got on the plane, you got your bar service, and then dinner service comes within the first 3 hours of the flight, so that should be near here. And then, of course, you go to shopping, and then you'll get breakfast about 90 minutes before you land. And then on the right flights, you'll get tea or coffee. And then here is our dinner menu for this meal: seasonal salad, bread roll with butter. And then you've got a choice of chicken with yellow rice and vegetables, shepherd's pie, vegetable curry with steamed rice and spring onions. And then to finish, dessert served with freshly brewed tea or coffee. Well, dinner for one of us has been served. Holly has a special diet, and so she did contact them ahead of time, and they tried to get it done, but it didn't make it to the plane, a special meal for her. So she will not be eating this evening. She's got some Lay's and some strawberries.
Now let's pause for a second. I'm pleased to say that on the return trip, they were able to get Holly a special meal, and she was able to eat. She really appreciated this, as her diet is quite unique, and if you're wondering what that diet is, it is called the low FODMAP diet.
I, on the other hand, have got a proper meal here for our main course. Shepherd's pie in here. We've got a roll and then some sort of little salad mix. And then what I'm really excited to try is this little pudding cup of water. I don't know why I'm excited to try it, but here we are. And then for dessert, we have double chocolate mousse from Lily O'Brien's.
Overall, I found this meal to be pretty good for airplane food. It was warm, had a lot of flavor, it was well varied in what you got, and the chocolate mousse, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. That's good. Look at that. Okay, good news. They managed to find Holly a salad. I think that came from business class.
It's a glass dish, so probably.
Yeah, she said it's a glass dish, so it probably did come from business. And then basically they just gave her a tray and said, if you can eat something on here, great, do whatever. All right, last but certainly not least, this pudding cup of water, which is ironically Canadian. Yep, it's water. It tastes like water that I'm drinking from a pudding cup. Well, several hours have passed. We are now just 54 minutes from landing. We did just get our little breakfast snack item. So this is it. Rise and shine. It is breakfast time. All right, so opening it up, you get a blueberry muffin, Otis Spunkmeyer, and then a little cup of OJ.
Overall thoughts on this flight are positive, minus the lack of drink service. I enjoyed my flight. The food was good, the seat was comfortable, and we got there on time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to Dublin. It's 25 past 4.
My only real complaint is the recline function of the seat combined with the armrest. That's a bad combination and makes getting out a real annoyance if the people in front of you are fully reclined. If you're looking at booking Aer Lingus and it's a good deal, I definitely recommend flying with them. With that being said, this is the first of a handful of videos from our trip to Ireland. We spent some time in Dublin, we drank a lot of Guinness, we drove around the country, and we even went glamping. exciting. So I recommend subscribing so you don't miss any of those videos. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video and let me know if you've flown with Aer Lingus before or if you're looking to in the future in the comments below.